I met Kathy the first time in 1989. She started working down at the development office part-time. She came here, actually Holly Cheshire was a former director of development, and they worked together down at Penn, and she came and worked down here. She then moved to full-time, I guess about in 1990, and then in 94, around mid-90s, 94, we brought her up to the business office with us.
So she's worked with you guys for a long time?
Yeah, Kathy's worked with us for quite some time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How long?
Over 20 years.
Yeah, over 20 years.
How long has your whole crew been together?
Too long.
Our whole crew, I guess a total of 17 years with Tony, because Tony's the youngest member, 17 years of the business office, and then Kathy, then myself, and then Ted.
Kathy is my walking dictionary. I go to meetings and I hear $5 words and $10 words. I don't know what they mean. I get back to my office and I ask Kathy, what does this mean? What does that mean? She's my dictionary. She's my thesaurus. I'm going to miss that because I can't rely on Lori. I need Kathy.
She took care of everything, the stationery, the just all the day-to-day things that make the school run. I mean, markers, pens, whiteboards, everything.
Kathy used to buy purchase orders like 5,000 at a time. We waited forever to use them all.
I always felt like Kathy had some of the most important roles here at Malvern, at least what are important to many different facets of Malvern. Kathy was always responsible for the class ring, so that was important for the boys. And Kathy was also responsible for the diplomas, and she carried the Malvern seal, so of course that was important to not only the students but the parents. And last but not least, Kathy was always responsible for handing out the paychecks, so that was very important to all of us. So I feel like that a lot of the roles that Kathy had within the business office were pivotal to so many people, and she always did it well and always did it with a smile.
Well, we're service oriented. You know, we work for everybody in the school. And that's the kind of job that you need to get your job done. So Kathy knew that anything anyone needed from a supply point of view, they needed that so they could do their job. And she was good at that.
If she came down to my office and she'd say, "It's really warm in here, I'm going to order you a fan. I mean, it's just too hot in here," you know. So she always made sure that, you know, everyone was taken care of.
The mail, she would go over and sort the mail on a daily basis, put it in all the boxes, and she would know who got what. It's amazing because the amount of mail, anybody just go over to St. Rita's and see how much mail that we get. She, on a daily basis, she would just handle it great.
I would take Kathy to the train in the afternoon, and honest to God, she was always good for a laugh. We would, for the 2-minute ride, we would laugh practically the whole way.
Well, and also she was a frequent visitor. I wouldn't say frequent, it was every day she went to the Wawa. So every day, I know sometimes I would drop Kathy off as well, and we would take her to the Wawa. And
even if it was raining or snowing or sleeting, she'd want to go in and get Joe a drink for the night or his dessert.
Yeah, and they knew her by name. It was kind of like, you know, Norm at Cheers. When she walked in, they knew who she was. She went there every single day.
Yeah.
She, Rosemary used to pick her up in the morning and pick her up from the train and then take her to the train. There was plenty of times I saw Kathy in the car looking like she was ready to bless herself, thinking, "Oh my gosh, I hope I get to the train station okay." I don't think Rosemary ever liked to make a left. I think it was you always wanted to make a right. No lefts.
We worked together for 9 years, but it wasn't until year 7 that we realized our husbands grew up together. Went to elementary school together, lived blocks from each other. Joe came to Malvern Prep, Buck went on to Tommy Moore. But when we realized they were the same age, grew up in the same neighborhood, you put together a little gathering for us and brought together a lot of friends Buck hadn't seen in a long time. So we really appreciated that, had a great time reminiscing. And I just want to say we miss you so much and can't wait to see you again.
We miss her. We miss her time in the office. We miss her smile. And I tried to talk her into staying for a couple of years.
Mm-hmm.
That was unsuccessful. She said it was time. So I miss her.
I'll miss talking to you every day, like I have for the last 26 years. Even when you were in the development office, we talked all the time. And just you being you. I mean, you're a great person. I love you dearly.